Hey, what's up everybody? Hope anybody watching this video saw the last one. Otherwise, watch my last video, man, on my Megascore. Found that Turbo Duo for cheap, and I'm just blown away. It's totally freaking blown away. It works like it's new. Anyways, said in that last video that I didn't have the original AV cord for it. They lost it or just didn't have it. I don't know. But found out pin wise and plug wise the AV cord for a Model 1 Sega Genesis will fit this system. And happened to have one that I had already modded to use on my Commodore 64, which yes, you can use a Genesis AV cable for Model 1 on a Commodore 64 computer. It's just same thing. You got to open it up, which I'll show you how I did that, and swap some of the wires to different pins for the composite and audio. So anyways, already got it separated here. This is the main shielding on the metal part of the plug. I want to cut quite a bit of that back, as there's a spot to where it's kind of got like a little notch in it that goes inside this metal shielding to keep this from sliding off. So you want to cut back past that point. So slide this piece back, and as you see, I got it already in halves there, as it just separates real easy. So here's the two halves together. Bottom piece just comes off, and then they just have the cord crimped onto it. Easy enough to just open that up with some pliers if you need to move the cord around or recut it if the cord's bad, or outright just replace the cord. Then on the pins, can't get in close enough with this to show you guys, but see there, or kind of see there, 5-pin bottom one for if you're going to use one of these for the Turbo Duo, that would be ground, and then the top left and right pins are composite, and then audio, which I believe is left audio. So, I wrote the diagram down in my book here, so I'll tell you what pins are what. Okay. Looking at the system, as looking at the system where you'd plug it in, to the left, that is pin 1, and then it just goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pin 1 is composite. Pin 2 would be right audio. Pin 3 is ground. Pin 4 is plus 5 volt. Pin 5, which is exactly across from the composite, that would be left audio. So really easy, man. For the Genesis, the ground is already in the right spot on pin 3, so really all you got to probably do is just mess around with pin 1 and pin 5. And on this thing, recommend just cut the damn wires, uncrimp that, peel it back a little bit, and start over. Is what they did is there's little posts on here, and then each wire's got a crimp, and the crimps are on there permanent. They are not coming off. I tried pulling one off with pliers, and all it did was just snap off to where it left a very small spot to solder to. So I recommend just cutting the wires that you need to move around right up to where that little crimp thing is, and just solder directly to it. And for just getting one channel of audio, the sound quality on that thing, I agree with some of the people that have reviewed this thing. It is awesome. Really crisp sound quality. And same thing through the headphones. Sounds really good. So everything on it is working perfect, man. Definitely my biggest score of all time. So, just wanted to show you what I did here. And I don't know if it'll work or not because it's not made by Sega. I don't know what company makes it. But if you get on Walmart.com and just type in retro as a search under video games, they got all kinds of retro stuff for older systems. Some of them are made by, I think, Interact, and a lot of it's by Retrobit. But you can get cables from Walmart's website, just their website, so you got to be able to order online. And I don't know if theirs is mono, like this original one, or if they got one that's stereo. Which, if they got one that's stereo, I will pick one up, and if I don't use it on my Genesis or whatever, or my Commodore or whatever, I will see if I can do the same thing and let you guys know. But not going to be any time soon. So far, I'm happy with this. And on games, my brain is going, man. I've been messing with this enough. I think Gamester said it was the first CD system, so that's why it was so expensive, man. It was new technology for the time, since it came out in '92, and it came out before Sega CD. So, new enough to where the game's easy enough to get online and stuff. I just downloaded a couple, so if one works, maybe the other one may not. So, got 2 CDs to work with. It loaded them right up. Because basically it's just an ISO and a Q file, just like a Sega CD and a few other systems. So, really easy. And what I use to get the downloaded games is in the image file and the Q file onto a disk is Image Burn, which you can download for free. So, very, very happy, man. Now the only problem is that thing, one of those working, they're worth so much fucking money. Now I'm paranoid to play it. I hate that. If it was worth maybe like $100 at most, yeah, and if it breaks, then I'll eventually fix it. But the fact that it's... I checked eBay. I was set up as a seller a while back, and I don't know if they made it to where everybody can or not. All I can say is give it a try, but for me at least, if you get on the advanced search, it lists out completed listings so you can see what stuff is sold for. Jesus fucking Christ. Some of them in boxes, man, you're getting over $1,000 for one of these systems in the box. It's just unreal and loose, crazy enough, hundreds of dollars. So, say, man, I will go there and act like I'm ransacking the fucking place, man. I don't care if they're looking at me like I'm a crazy guy. They get enough freaking bums going in there. I'll just act like I'm a bum looking for a scrap of food, dude. I'll just go through every damn box, every little pile of stuff anytime they have a yard sale. Because obviously they don't care what they get in, man. It's just whatever they can get money-wise. Well, catch you all later.